gente, my name is Echo here live at Airsoft Revolution 15 Studio on Facebook, Instagram, uh, Twitch, and everything else. Today we're going to be talking about WarGames. Let me go to the page. We're going to be talking about WarGames happening on June 23rd, 2019. Excuse me, I haven't gone live in a few days. So a lot of things happened this past weekend. One, the United States Army's birthday happened. So congratulations to the Army for why hello toast take me to your leader. What's up? What's up, everybody who's joined us? Thank you so much for commenting down on who it is and what you guys are doing. A big shout out to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day to everybody on Sunday that is a father or a donor of some sort. I'm just kidding. So happy Father's Day to everybody. Actually, I got the chance to play this past Sunday in the indoor field, which was really cool. I hadn't played in a few months. We've been busy with a lot of logistics happening behind the scenes, so I haven't really gotten a chance to play. So I actually did go up against a 210 TAC, to be exact, and a few other people that were there on Sunday that they were able to bring me back into that realm. Ninja was out there too. Big shout out to Ninja for trying to wake me up so that way I can after every round it was like I can get better, I can get better, I can get better, and it was just like that escalation of awesomeness. And thank you to 210 TAC for being there to spark that fire once again. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, what is WarGames? WarGames is our big monthly event that we like to do. What's going on, brother? Oh, it's Sam. What's up? It's my boy Soto from Overwatch Tactics. Big shout out to him. We will be doing the raffle soon. I just got to get with Soto about when he's going to be launching his tickets. That way I can do the raffle and build a pipe, because I don't want to build a pipe and then it dropped down completely off the map for a few months before he releases tickets. So for those of you guys that are asking me, what's the next big event? What's the next big event? You got Overwatch Tactics up in Waxahachie, Tactics. You got Waxahachie, Texas. They're doing their third, and I have it on my page. You know what? I'll just go straight to it real quick. Conquest of Avalon 3. So this is the third Conquest of Avalon that Scar's been to. We're taking a pretty big faction this time. I know we got a few teams that are local at Airsoft Revolution 15. A lot of people think, oh, you guys are just an indoor field, or you guys only sell stuff like guns and stuff. No. We got an indoor field. We got an outdoor field. We got a whole milsim community that nobody really talks about, because we always kick butt at the milsims. Whether you're playing at AMS, Overwatch Tactics, Third Coast Airsoft, everybody knows who we are. So there you go. We're taking a pretty big faction out there coming. And they're even asking me, like, hey, Psycho, which side are you going to be fighting on for this time? Are you going to be siding with Merc? Or are you going to be siding with Unit? And I was like, well, I mean, sign up and then you'll find out. So even my own community is wondering, like, what's going on, what we're going to be doing out there. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to be giving away a raffle ticket sponsored by Overwatch Tactics. Thank you so much for that, sir. And back to WarGames. Okay, WarGames happened on June 23rd, not the 30th. I just saw that it was posted for the 30th. Yeah, that's going to be the last Sunday of the month. This one we bumped up to, because there's 5 Sundays this month. So this one we bumped up a week early because there's, like I said, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and we weren't able to end up having it hosted at the last Sunday. So always keep an eye out, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is that you guys get on. Even if you're not on social media and you're on YouTube, keep an eye out, because everything's subject to change, right? So make sure you're always keeping an eye out. Okay, so this is happening on Gas Road. This is our 79-acre outdoor field, guys. So I'm about to show you guys the map, so that way you guys can see what's going on. But this is at Gas Road. This is over there off of 1604 in Culebra, going towards the National Shooting Complex. So let me show you guys how the schedule is going to work. So let me see. There you go. Okay, so the schedule, WarGames. It's remember, guys, you guys got to get there early. Now that's happening this Sunday. So if you guys are still wondering, what's going on, whatever, it's happening this Sunday. So make sure you get all your stuff set up. Make sure you come into the shop, get yourself chronoed, and again, this is all building up to when you start spending the big bucks. When you go out to mill sims and stuff, you start getting the habits of making sure all your gear's set up. I'm gonna do another video probably tomorrow because then or Tuesday, Wednesday, where I'll show you guys the pesticide for your uniforms. So maybe I can even look it up for you guys. But here's the schedule. So the schedule is from 9 to 10 is the first evolution. Now that first evolution is going to just knock you guys in there. And it's going to be wild. You're going to have players dropping in at all times. And then your second evolution is from 10 to 10. I'm sorry. It's from 10:30 to 12, so to noon. And that's going to be your longer evolution. And maybe I may kick it off quicker if we can get everybody together quick. And then I can give you guys an update of the scores and stuff like that. And you guys can get relaunched back out as soon as possible. And then we have a lunch break, which is an hour lunch break, which is really fast. It really doesn't give you enough time to go sit down and have a full lunch. Because the thing is, when you eat on a hot stomach, you end up getting that stuff inside your stomach, bubble guts, right? You don't want any of that. 210 tack, yes. TTT. Oh, I see what you did there. Haha. All right, so what is WarGames exactly about? WarGames is your $15 all day war. It's war. And WarGames, the original WarGames was designed after a lot of the stuff that we actually do in the military, right? You got the Marine Corps, you got the Army, you got the Navy, you got the Air Force, and you got the National Guards, you have the Coast Guards. Everybody, all the colonels, all the generals and stuff, we all get into one big giant war game, right? And we test each other's battle skills. And we may even do it with the British forces, with the Rock Marines in Korea, and we have this war game. And war games, that's what it's originally designed after. And basically, you're testing each other's skills and, whether you can take over territories or not. Your battle tactics, you sharpen your best of the best, your prime of the prime, and you fight against each other to see who overall has the best defense, the best offense, and, who's just the best all the way around. So that's what War Games is originally designed after. Now, what our War Games is basically everything that we can possibly throw in, and I'll tell you guys about the QR codes and stuff like that right here in a second. Okay, guys, so this is pretty much, you're going to be your schedule. So if you guys don't know where this is at, and you guys are trying to figure out where it's at, it's under our events page, our events tab, under War Games. And, we have a special thing coming up for this one. Okay, this is going to be a test, like we did a test last time. Last time was an unofficial announcement because we did it out there on the spot, and we didn't really give anybody a heads up. This time we're giving you guys a heads up. The Red Beast is coming because this is something different that we're adding on to War Games. Okay? So, and here's a small description about everything. Basically, if you have a sniper rifle and you want to slap a drum mag and you chrono at a support weapon class, you can do it. This is your dream. This is your dream op. This is your dream fantasy. You know what I mean? You got go-karts, drones, whatever it is that you want to try, bring it out. We're gonna check it out. We'll give you guys the rules and guidelines, so that way you guys can get set up, and that way you guys can know exactly what's going on. So it's like, no, it's not like the Desert Socks event. It's kind of, his is where if you're in the area within a certain amount of time, you can collect points. Ours is you actually have to go physically, manually, and you have to scan it. And I'll go over that here in a second. You have to scan it in order for it to collect points. Problem with his is that you can leave your phone and you have your app on, and you can leave your phone there, and you can lock a certain area, and you won't be able to collect points. And you're looking around and you're like, there's nobody here. but you lock the event. Not only that, but it's a closed net. So unless you're at his event, then you won't be able to use his technology. So pretty much we designed our own thing to where it was more simplified. Not really. Well, I mean, it depends on who you are. It can be a lot better. Again, this is like our third or fourth one now that we've done exactly like this. That's coming up. So it's a give and take. Okay, so here's our field, right? So let's take off phase 2. And this is something that I love that I've been doing since we were running our mill sims. So what we do is instead of opening up the entire field like this is 79 acres, guys. I mean, it's huge. I can zoom in so you guys can see how big it is. This is the parking area over here, right? And people park here along the grass. I mean, along the fence line. And this is where we set up the canopies on top. And those are your picnic tables that you have out there. Now, that's only a small speck over the entire property. So this property is massive. And we don't open up the entire field 100%. You know, what we do is we move the battle, right? And we move it along. So let's just say phase 3. And I'll tell you before the evolution starts. I'll be like, okay, cool. For this, let's just say, for instance, for an example, for this instance, we want to split up the groups, right? Let's say we have a huge amount of people. I can say, okay, cool. Phase 1 and phase 4 are open. Those are only 2 battlefields that are open. So phase 1 and phase 4, these are the control points that you're fighting over. 1, 2, and 3. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different respawns. The green's obviously for the green team, the yellow's for the yellow. So these are the respawn points for those control points, okay? So everything's been pretty much strategically placed to where you have multiple respawn points. Now, in order for you to take an effect and actually be effective with this type of battle style, what it does, what it really does, it brings you back to that core of your battle plan, right? And a lot of higher ups, your generals, your officers, and stuff like this, what they do is they have their command tent back at the fob or back at the main base, and they have their map, and they can actually strategically place like, okay, cool, I'm gonna send, you know, 15 people, a 15-man squad over to let's figure out what this is. No, let me see. So sector 10. So this is sector 10. This is sector 3. And that's sector 9, right? So I'm going to send a 15-man squad to sector 9. I'm going to send a 2-man reconnaissance team over to sector 3. And I'm going to see, and I'm on the yellow team, right? And I want to see how many people are respawning at this point. You guys are not going to get into any gunfight, but I just need you guys to go look and see how many people are there while, you know, we're getting a massive gunfight. Why? Because we got two control points at this point. So you know that's where the money's at, right? So the control points is where all the money's at. That's where you're going to get your most points. And then let's say, okay, cool, we have 3 here, but they're all spread out. So let me send a 30-man unit down there, and, you know, we can pretty much control the battlefield from 2 different fighting areas. And this is just like all as an example. I mean, do we get those numbers at WarGames? Not right now. Will we get them eventually? I'm hoping so. And to where I can be able to open up, you know, 2 opposite sides of the map, and, you know, you have a gunfight going on here, you have a gunfight going on over there. You know, we have the admin and the staff to be able to maintain that type of fight. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it when it comes to battle plans, right? And what's cool about it is that we can shut down this phase and open up that phase, right? So the fight just moved over, and you pretty much just locked all the other things as far as all the control points. But you can still use those respawn points in those sectors. Now, I know I saw this happen this last WarGames, and I'll go over that here in a second as far as the pictures and stuff. I think the green team ended up taking over a lot of this area in this side, and the respawn point was right here. And one of the players was like, "I'm not going to respawn right there, man." But you have the option to. It's an open world map, so pretty much you can go from this fight, you can go all the way over to this other fight that's going on, as long as you have good communication with your commanders, with your squad leaders, whoever it is that's taking the leaderships, right? And they're doing that. And they're trying to command the fight to where you guys are collecting the max amount of points. Now, do you have to do all this stuff? No. If you want to go out there and you just want to shoot people, cool. That's where this comes into place. Okay? So for those players that want to do all that cool stuff, and they're like, man, I didn't come out here to use my phone. I didn't come out here to use my data. You know, I don't want to use my map or anything like that. I just came here to shoot people. I want to shoot the green team. I want to shoot the yellow team, and that's it. Cool. We got something for that too. So this is your QR code. So when you guys pay for your admission, right? You pay for your admission up here, and then Dom or whoever's the administrator over there, he'll give you guys your QR codes, right? You have two of them. You have a green one or a yellow one, and then you have a red one. Your red one's for your medic. So you have this somewhere in your shoulder pocket, obviously somewhere where it's not going to sweat too much, right? Eventually what we want to do is we want to make the dog tags that are metal, and to where you guys can, have it, not this, but the QR codes are actually digitized and engraved into the dog tags to where you just scan the dog tag and call it good. So back to this. So for those guys that just want to show up and just shoot stuff, cool. We got some for that too. Obviously, we want you guys to be more involved in the battle plan and all that stuff, and I'll go over that here in a second. But if you did want to just do that, you have the option to, and you shoot the guy, you go over, you scan this, you put your information, you put Psycho, I shot, Scorpio, and I'm not gonna put his information down because this is not about who you killed, it's about who killed that person, right? So you put down Psycho, I put down Psycho. And you spell it exactly how you spell it the first time, and you keep doing that. And every kill you get, you scan this one, scan the green one, scan the green one, scan the green one, or you scan the yellow one, depending on what team you're on. And let's say, oh man, you know what? Let's say who's online with me right now. Okay, so let's say Raptor's out there, right? And Raptor's on my team. Raptor got shot. So then Raptor has his kill cards, and this is his medic one. So I'll come over. Obviously, I'm going to check the perimeter, make sure that I'm not getting ambushed, or they didn't hit him and they're waiting on me, so I can die. So is there full auto? Yeah, there's going to be full auto. So full auto, you can full auto. You can even full auto as a rifleman. Again, this is WarGames. This is not an op. This is your in between your scrimmage and your milsim. So you can full auto except you have a 20-foot minimum engagement distance. You can full auto as a rifleman with a 20-foot minimum engagement distance. I say this again. Why? Because some people were shooting within like 5 feet of the person. They're like, oh, dude, I was trying to hit the other guy. So make sure you watch your meds, guys. You can spray and pray all you want, but make sure you have that 20-foot minimum engagement distance if you're shooting as rifleman velocities. If you're a support gunner, you're going to be shooting at a higher velocity with a higher joule limit, so you have a 50-foot minimum engagement distance. If you're a sniper, you shoot 100-foot minimum engagement distance, and you have to have, if you're a special class, you have to have a pistol. You have to have a pistol. That's going to be a requirement no matter where you go. You have to have a pistol. You have to have a secondary, not another rifle. Oh, well, I'm going to be a rifleman one minute. The next minute, I'm going to be a sniper. You can do that, but the rifle needs to stay back at the truck. You can't have it on your person. I don't care if you're King Kong and you can carry the stuff with you. We haven't been on opposite teams yet. Okay. Raptor never gets shot. So back to this. So I scan it. I put my information down. I get the medic points for Mediking Raptor, right? Okay. So that's how the game pretty much is laid out. Now on your battle map, on your actual phone, right? You're gonna pull up your phone. You're gonna look at the Google map. You're gonna look at our link. You're gonna open up the link, right? And the link is gonna be opened up into WarGames, and you guys are going to be able to see exactly, the control points, what phases we're in, and stuff like that. And then you may have what looks like, let me see if I have one set up here already. This is check-in parking. So here's the parking zones for different phases. Okay. I don't think I have a scenario here. No, but On here, you're gonna look at like a little alien, and then I'll show you guys. Oh, cool! There'll be a picture of somebody. You need to go kill this guy and get a confirmed kill. You need to take a picture, whatever it may be. And maybe not this feed, but another feed, because I'm already 21 minutes into this one. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to go over the scorecards, because I know you guys have been dying for the scorecards. The second day or the second night that like WarGames happened Sunday, you guys were letting me know, hey, Monday, hey, well, who had the scores? Who had this? Who had that? Are you going to do the scorecards? Who's going to be in the pictures? Well, you guys finally get it today. So without further ado, I don't want to take too much time, because if you guys have been out there already for this WarGames, you guys are pretty much understanding how the WarGames works. And, you know, if you're jumping on and you're trying to go to WarGames now, you guys are pretty much, you know, learning how it works. And if you don't know how it works, go back a few videos on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, on whatever it is that you're watching us on right now, and you just look up WarGames. Type it in, look up WarGames, and it'll just show you the introduction and how everything works. All right, cool. So if you have guys any more other questions and stuff like that, drop in at any chance, and I'll try to answer them as I go along. All right, so here are some of the pictures. I'm not sure if I went over the pictures last time, but let me go through the pictures real quick. There's Bubba, who was there. And a lot of these players are already showing up on time, and they're actually ready to fight when it comes to 9 o'clock, which is awesome. Thank you guys for doing that. Of course, you guys, again, here you have the bolt action sniper and you have a pistol, 1911 by Elite Force, and the Ares Amoeba Striker. You got Raptor there with all his like gajillion sniper rifles. You got Cake right next to him. You got his boy right here. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Real cool guy, man. He was really animated when he was out there fighting and stuff. He get into a gunfight and he turned around and started running. He's like, "Hey, Cake, he Raptor, they're over there, bro." Cake's like, "Dude, you got a gun, use it." I was like, "Man, you sound like me." He was like, "Shoot him!" It was just funny. So here they are, and obviously, I think these three were the first ones on the actual battlefield, ready to fight. And here comes Jay, Scorpio. I'm sorry. So you got Scorpio, and you got another player here. I can't make out who that is right now. Is that If guys, if I don't know like what you guys are looking at right now, I'm sorry. Forgive me. This happened like 3-4 weeks ago. So there's Raptor. Obviously, I know who Raptor is. I mean, here they're actually fighting. I think there's one here, and then oh. So when you guys are trying to spot, you guys need to pay attention, because if he was in here, you'd lose him completely. I mean, you already almost lost him here. And that's shooting distance. I was in range from here to him, and he's looking over here shooting. I think that's Bane actually that was fighting at that day. There's Bubba right there, and there's like a few people in here already. He's over in Sector 5. That's where Bubba couldn't get his pistol inside his holster. Retention. You gotta have a good retention system, guys. If not, you're gonna lose gear, guns, everything out here. These are the Sector 8 guys. Section 8. It's Omar, his friends. There's a frog. Hey. Hashtag Hexcam. They're right here. So some of the pink smoke. You guys underestimate the pink smoke like a lot, because that pink smoke, yeah, it's girly, but it really like blocks a lot of the stuff. I think there was like no wind that round, and it just held inside the tree line. Guys, don't be popping the smoke out in there on the open, because that wind will just take it like crazy. I mean, you get like Ninja Vanish, poof, and that's it. Where you guys really need to use this stuff at is in the tree line, and it just holds. And if you're trying to use it to advance, or you're trying to use it to tactically retreat, however you guys want to call it. There's Scorpio here. There's I think that's a yellow team respawn point, and he's a green team. So obviously they're spawn trapping. They're making sure that they cannot spawn at that point. Now a lot of events, what they do is if it's contested, you cannot spawn there. At this WarGames, you can. You can respawn there if you want. How do you have to be to play at WarGames? At least 8 years old with a guardian. If you're under the age of 18, we would prefer you to play with somebody who knows, who can vouch for you. If you're one of ours that plays there at the indoor field and you're 12 and you can hang in the indoor field, you can hang out here as long as we do the whole buddy system, right? You go in there and we make sure that you're with somebody. This field's too really big. And even as we break up the sectors and stuff, it's always good. If you die and you have a fire team there and they're fighting and stuff, and let's say you bleed out, right? Because out there for us, for WarGames, you have a 2-minute bleed out. It's not a 5-minute. You have a 2-minute bleed out. So if you're in a firefight and you already got hit and you know your boys are about to die or they're gonna medic you, wait out the time. Wait for your buddy before you go off and try to get lost and get respawn and stuff. There's the smoke as it just goes up like a giant cloud and just sits up there. There's shout out to Little Man, Shark Boy. Dude has a mean trigger finger inside the field, in the indoor field. I got a shot in the belly button after the game ended. It was like beep, bah! Oh, I was like, okay, all right, I got you. So testing out some of the photos and stuff. For future events, when I'll be taking photos and stuff, I want to make sure I get some really cool, selective photos. Okay, so this didn't happen. I mean, they weren't coming in before I start getting hounded about, dude, they got no iPro, right? Bubba had to mess all that up. Look at that trigger finger, right? Look at that trigger discipline. No mag, but he got his trigger finger on there. But at least he has his iPro on. Bubba, come on, man. So they're coming back from lunch. We're waiting on them because we're really punctual in our time. We're going to start without you. These guys were nice. They were trying to be nice and make sure that you guys, they had somebody to fight against. So they were waiting for you guys. You guys need to be back on time. And pretty much this is where all hell just broke loose. It was just like they had to take Private Johan from point A to point B. Simple. Super simple. 5,000 points, they would have won. They just couldn't get through. They just smashed into a wall. That wall was just pushed back. They pushed back, and they just gassed out. It was hot. Make sure you guys hydrate for this event. Make sure you hydrate for any event. Start hydrating now. Don't wait till the day of. Oh, let me pound 2 liters right now. These are the guys that lasted to the end. There you go. It's a cool dog I met. Alright, so that's the last photo. Alright, now on to the scorecards. Alright. Alright, so this is cake. Again, guys, what I like to do is I like to capture a photo that I took while I was at WarGames for this specific event, which happened in May. And I like to take like a photo that really stood out. I think this is actually Chris, who's now part of 210 Tech, and he's fighting alongside with Ninja. You could see Ninja right here, and I think Raptor's somewhere back here, or he's up here towards the front, out of the frame. And Raptor only has a pistol at this point in time. So I like to capture that photo, and I like to have it showcased for your team color. So this is the yellow team. In this case, it was a pink team because thank you, Dom, for getting us the yellow bands from Home Depot for the arms. So for Cake, sir, you have a total of 2 kills. Now this is not, again, I'm not gonna repeat after every single fight. I'm just gonna say it now. Or after every single card. I'm just gonna say it now, and I'm gonna tell you guys the information that was put in is the only information that I have to go off of. I'm pretty sure you guys did 1,000 kills. You guys revived, a zillion people, and you captured, all the control points after every round. Cool. You guys get all the credit until you put it into the system. I can't give you the points for it. That simple. All right. Now he's got a total of 2 kills and 1 revive. 2 kills equals 1,000 points each, and ends up being 2,000 points for that. 1,500 points for the revive. 0 captures for the control points. So a total of 3,500 points. Good job. Chris, you have, sir, 6 kills, 0 revives. You can tell who is hungry to kill people, right? Ain't nobody medic anybody yet. So you have 0 revives, 1 capture point. It equals out to 11,000 points. Conan, sir, you have 0 kills, 2 revives. Hey, we can tell who's the team medic here. 2 revives and 2 capture points. Objective oriented and getting his team up. For teamwork, bro, you get 13,000 points. Good job. You, sir, Ian, you have 1 capture point, 5,000 points. So objective oriented, didn't do much on the other end, which is cool. I know this was your first outing in a long time, so there's your first feat that are what you can do better. Keep fighting. See you in the next one. Raptor, you, sir, have 2 kills, 1 revive, and 12 capture points for a total of 63,500 points. So, going back to the scoring, right? If you guys want to set people and you want to chase Raptor and make sure he doesn't capture those control points, you can send people to go do that. You guys are the ones that create the fraggles yourself. At this point, you can send people to track him, make sure he doesn't do this and doesn't get 12 capture points to get these many points, because I think he had the highest score in the history of WarGames as we speak, which ends up being worth it because he ended up buying a brand new phone. It's his old phone. It worked, but it didn't work enough for him to get this to download the actual QR scanner for him to be able to play this game. So well worth the points, well worth the money he spent. Zaxki that's his friend. That's Raptor's best friend growing up, and that was the character, man. He has 2 kills, 1 revive, and 0 capture points for a total of 3,500 points. And okay, so that's it for the scoring for the yellow team. Green team. .210 Tech. This was a total combination of what and I'll go over that here in a second. Okay, so here's Bubba. I think this is right where Bubba gets shot in the elbow by Ninja. This is right after that, or right before that happens. Bubba's like ta 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 with his pistol, and he's going ham. Right, he's playing like he's playing in an indoor field, and he's shooting everything, and he's running his gums. Guys, when you guys play at AR-15 events, whether it's an outdoor event, an indoor event, a tournament, or if you go with us to another Milsim organization, don't run your mouth. And I'm not picking on Bubba. I'm just saying in general, anybody. The last thing you need to do is yell at anybody. Call your heads, bro. I'm hitting you. Do this. I'm doing something here in the very near future that's going to teach you guys exactly why you don't need to do all that. Okay? So going back to this, Bubba's just running his gums saying, no, 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 and he's just getting heated. He's getting pissed off. You don't need to go all that extra stuff because Ninja snuck up real close and shot him in the elbow with his pistol. And, of course, it caught him off guard. He probably would not even notice if Bubba would have just stopped yelling so much. they had their team, not just a 210 attack, because they teamed up with Section 8. I'm sorry, it's Omar's guys. They teamed up with them, and they were just a big, giant force to reckon with. And they were, if they would have kept doing what they were doing, they would have done great. So, not saying that they didn't do great, but they could have done a lot better and a lot more stealthier. I like to fight stealthy. I know the Texas Partisans like to be aggressive and all that, which is good, right? Because a lot of people want that action. But Bubba's using a pistol. You can't be shouting out with a pistol that shoots like 50 feet, 70 feet, maybe 100 feet accurately, like point target, like pop, pop. You're hitting twice, exactly where you're pointing at. And, 150 feet maybe, by the time they'll feel like a light tap. So make sure if you're going to be yelling, have a support weapon with you, something that has a force to be reckoned with and not just a pistol. So 210 attack, you have 12,000 kills. So I'm sorry, wow, I blew that up. They have 12 kills, 3 revives, and 5 capture points for a total of 41,500 points. Actually, I think they actually beat Raptor in the total amount of points there. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry. I have a very short-term memory. So let's continue on. I know I'm going to hear it. If I was wrong, they're going to come up on the chat. They're going to be like, yo, what? Wait, the math? Wait, let me rewind it. Money, you, sir, have 0 kills, 1 revive, 2 capture points for a total of 11,500 points. Sir Savage, you have 2,000 points worth of kills, which is 2 kills, 0 revives, 1 capture point for a total of 7,000 points. Nope. Scorpio, you have 1 kill, 0 revives, 2 capture points for a total of 11,000 points. Vader, you, sir, have 1 kill, 0 revives, and 0 capture points for 1,000 points. Okay, and that's it. Should we go back and look and see who had the most? Raptor at 63. I was wrong. Yep. Whoa. Never mind. I was wrong. Alright, guys. So those are your scorecards for this last event. Thank you so much for watching. I don't want to go too much into a lot of other stuff that's not part of what's going on here. This is WarGames happening on June 23rd. Real quick shout outs to everybody who joined on. No, he has 63, I believe. Okay, cool. Jay, appreciate it, sir. Savage is Mark Savage. Okay. Austin Reyes says tacos. I have a total of 18 comments on Facebook. Cool, guys. You guys keep on talking. You guys talk about, what. Hey, guys, if you guys want to bring out canopies for yourself, by all means, like the pop-up ones, like the 10x10s, by all means, bring them out. Bring out the folding tables, some not lawn chairs, the fold-out chairs. Bring out an ice chest if you want. And set up a small little area where you guys can cool down. It's going to be a hot one for June. So we're going to be there all morning on that one sector. We're going to move over to the other sectors in the evening. So we're going to pack up, and move over right after lunch. So make sure you guys are prepared. Make sure you put that insecticide, the DEET on your socks. Make sure you put the off on your skin. And you put that that other stuff. Maybe I can look it up real quick. Let me see if I can bring it up while you guys look over here. You guys can pick up this stuff at Walmart. I just want to make sure I spell it correctly, and I don't do it in front of y'all. If you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, feel free to jump on. And it's a spray for your clothing. I have it there at the arena still. I don't see it on my list here. If I don't show you guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. It's a yellow can. You spray it now, and by the time your weekend comes around, you won't have any issues. Okay, cool. Thank you, Joe, for letting me know. He said last time about the QR app, the QR codes. We'll put the QR. I'm gonna put the QR codes right now on the page, on the event page. So that way, if you guys are trying to look for it, you go ahead and just click on it. And I can't find that bug spray. I'll make another video explaining it. Anyways, but I'm gonna put the link to the map on this event page down here under discussion. I'll put all that stuff that you guys need here. And thank you, everybody, for joining me. I appreciate it. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Make sure you follow us. Whether you're watching me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Share it, please, to everybody. We want a bigger crowd. So that way I can take these guys, teach them how to milsim. Teach them how to outdoor field. Teach them how to indoor field. So that way we can get a bigger community than we can ever imagine. We sell everything that you guys need in order for you guys to get started. Make sure you do all that good stuff. But that's all I got for now, guys. So for my family or yours, live the game.
And if you like that video, make sure to check out all our other ones by subscribing and getting the latest by hitting the notification bell.
Hey guys, don't forget you can earn an all-day admission simply by coming in to play. Fill out this punch card. It's 1 punch per person per visit. Once it's completed, turn it in for an all-day admission.
Don't forget to check out all our other social media sites as far as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch to get some of our latest live streams and latest content out there for you. So we hope to see you guys here. So from our family to yours, live the game.